Welcome to 2026. I don't know about you, but I can't believe it's January 2026 already. It seems like Christmas 2024 was just a couple of months ago. 2025 went so crazy fast. And I have been hearing from a lot of people that it was an extremely challenging year. I know it was for me. There was a lot of things that went on, and I was not unhappy to see the back end of 2025. It honestly felt like somebody restarted 2020 and forgot to tell me about it. But either way, welcome to 2026, and I am so glad that you are here. If you are new to my world, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Kat Milner, the Chief Clarity Architect and Chief Tech Ninja of Simplify Your Tech and Simplify Your Brand. I work with business owners, especially women business owners, who want clearer messaging and direction, but who also need that clarity translated into real systems that actually allow them to run their business day to day without stress and overwhelm. My work is not just about insight or strategy. It's about helping you take what makes sense in theory and turn that into practical structures, systems, and client pathways that make business feel simple, more natural, and so much easier to sustain in real life. Most of my time, honestly, is spent helping people untangle the things that feel complicated and help them articulate what they do without overthinking it and put foundations in place so their business supports them rather than constantly demanding more energy. So I want to talk today about something that quietly shapes pretty much every experience that we have in business, although it rarely gets named directly, and that is strategic planning. Not the rigid, overly structured kind that feels like it squeezes the life out of your creativity. This is the kind that affects how steady you feel, how confident you feel, how clear your clients feel, and how much pressure you carry on your own shoulders from one week to the next. Now, over the years, I've worked with a lot of capable, committed business owners, women who care deeply about their clients, who show up consistently, who genuinely want to do good work. And the struggle that I see most often with them has absolutely nothing to do with their ability, effort, or commitment. It really is all about the timing. I see women creating, promoting, and trying to fix it all at once. They're trying to build something while they're launching it. Launching an offer while still checking whether the tech works, asking people to trust a process that hasn't really had the space to fully develop into a concrete plan. And when that happens, the pressure builds really quickly. The business owner feels scattered. The systems honestly start misbehaving. And the message feels harder to say. It's not easily articulated. It doesn't roll off the tongue. And the client feels like their journey is harder to follow, even if the offer itself is solid. Now, clients probably don't know why they hesitate, but they do. Confusion creates silence on the client end. Uncertainty will show up as, I think I'll think about it. And a lack of clarity erodes trust. So this is where planning stops being about productivity and starts to become about your leadership. Because clear timing creates confidence. It communicates confidence. Boundaries communicate stability. And structure helps people understand where they are and what the next steps are. And that matters far more than any single piece of content or strategy. This is also where clarity and systems stop becoming separate conversations and start working together. So clarity on its own, honestly, is not enough if there's nothing underneath it to hold it up. Insight feels good, but without structure, it tends to fade as soon as things get busy again. When clarity is supported by simple systems and clear pathways, it sticks. Decisions become easy. Messaging is easy to repeat. Client attraction feels more consistent because the business itself is doing that heavy lifting. This is the difference between knowing what you want to say and having a business that actually knows how to say it consistently without you having to reinvent it every time. One of the most important shifts I made in my own business was deciding that urgency does not get to run the show anymore, whether it's my own urgency or my clients. There really was a time, and I hate to say it really wasn't that long ago, when I would drop everything, even during family time, to support my clients because something had been left to the last minute. That support came from my caring about them, not obligation, but over time, I could see this pattern clearly. Reacting constantly was not helping my clients plan better, and it was not supporting my own boundaries or energy either. It was not sustainable. These days, my support looks a lot different. Part of how I support my clients is by teaching them how to think ahead. For example, holiday lead magnets, seasonal offers, big visibility pushes, all of these are put into the calendar 6 to 8 weeks before they're scheduled to launch. That space allows ideas to be created properly, to be fully thought out, systems to be tested, and any issues that come up get handled long before they ever could become an emergency. And support works better when it's contained and it's predictable. Now, before I took my break in December 2025, I bought a new calendar. I mapped out the year ahead. I put in my live events, my promotion windows. I put in my personal rest days and my personal commitments. Everything went in, my family time, my me time, my study time, as well as my client time, my events, all of it. So that one decision to put everything in ahead of schedule has already changed how this year feels. I am coming into it much more confident and honestly calm because I know what to expect. It's amazing. So the work itself obviously has not disappeared, but my expectations around it have changed. And the pressure on me has reduced because my timing is intentional. In fact, that's my word for the year, intentional. And a big part of the work is also making sure that the systems behind your business are working quietly in the background to support you. Because when your foundations are set up properly, you're not constantly troubleshooting, fixing, or holding everything together manually. Your business has a rhythm. Clients know what to expect and what happens next and when that will happen. You're not explaining the process over and over and over again. That kind of simplicity is not accidental. It comes from thoughtful planning, clear structure, and systems designed to support you and the way that you want to work. I have seen what happens when clarity only lives in someone's head. I've seen what happens when it's embedded into the way their business operates. And the difference shows up in their confidence. It shows up in boundaries. It shows up when clients feel safe saying yes. This is not about doing more or working harder. It's about building a business that knows how to carry what you're offering so you don't have to carry it all yourself. And honestly, when that's put into place, it feels like miracles happen. I wrote a blog that goes with this video. The link is in the comments. And it goes deeper into a real client story, the boundary lessons that came from it, and how timing shapes trust in ways that most people never even think about. If any of this is landing for you, I want to extend an invitation to book in a conversation with me. It's called Think Out Loud with Kat. And it's just to talk about the structure that you're going through, do kind of a review of your systems and help you get some more clarity and understand how to do that strategic planning a little better. The link is in the comments. And I want to thank you for being here with me today. I hope 2026 is a year where things feel more intentional, more supportive, and so much easier for you to navigate. And if you're watching this well out of January 2026, I hope wherever you are, you're having a great year and that all the best is yet to come. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon.